This is Newslife.
The Joint Foreign Chambers of Commerce in the Philippines believes amending restrictive economic provisions in the Constitution will enhance the country's bid to join the newly formed U.S.-led Trans-Pacific Partnership. Freddie Abando reports.
Speaker Feliciano Belmonte has been a major advocate to amend restrictive economic provisions of the Constitution, which could advance the country's drive to attract more foreign direct investments. He is the author of Resolution Number 1, which will provide the basis for Congress in the future to amend provisions of the 1987 Charter, which will ease restrictions on the entry of foreign direct investments in key sectors of the country. They include land ownership, stakes in public utilities, education, media and advertising, and infrastructure development. It's pending for approval on second reading in the House. If it happens, the Senate may adopt the House version of Resolution Number 1. But then President Aquino has been against amending the Constitution.
We continue to be invited to participate in the discussions, but ang sinabi namin is if it were just an executive action or the passage of a new law, that would not be a problem. But it requires us to restructure our basic law. That is a political decision that involves the people, so that's not going to be easy. Kaya in the meantime, we cannot satisfy the requirements for membership into TPP. But that doesn't mean that we don't value that partnership. But it's really incumbent upon us to think whether in fact amending the Constitution will be beneficial so that we can get into the TPP.
The Joint Foreign Chambers of Commerce in the Philippines supported the Belmonte's resolution would have enhanced the country's bid to join the Trans-Pacific Partnership, signed by 12 countries in the Asia-Pacific Rim led by the United States. Budget Secretary Florencio Buchabad stressed charter reform is not an option for the President before joining the TPP. The TPP will create the world's largest free trade area, encompassing 40% of the global economy. Belmonte stressed amending economic provisions of the Charter will ensure the entry of more foreign direct investments to sustain inclusive growth with more job generation to reduce poverty incidence. Despite the government's decision not to sign the TPP deal, the doors to join is still open. The TPP is a milestone for global trade since it will reduce tariffs, lower the cost of trade, and sets higher standards for global trade. For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.